Welcome back to the range, and Chris has something on his mind about the Tennessee Titans.
Average team. They haven't showed me anything yet. Need a wide receiver, most definitely. You need a wide receiver. Chris Johnson can't do it on his own. Vince, I mean, he's that second running back. So the passing game, if you need a receiver, you just need a receiver. Defense, I'm not sold on that defense yet. I am not sold on that defense.
So you're saying after losing Albert Hainsworth and Kyle Vanden Bosch over the past 2 seasons?
I'm not sold on that defense. I mean, they had a good run in the end, but I mean, just because you had a good run in the end doesn't mean anything. You start off like that again, you're going to go to the same place. But you need a wide receiver off top.
And also, Keith Bulluck did go down at the end of the season. He tore his knee up. So, defense-wise, they left the season pretty banged up. I mean, Michael Griffin had surgery also on his shoulder. Chris Hope, another safety. I mean, that's your starting safeties right there. I mean, as Chris said, they are an average team, and 16 to me is pretty much right in the middle. So I mean, I'm going to leave that as average.
Yeah, as for their offense, I mean, they need a wide receiver. Justin Gage, I mean, really? I mean,
they have a lot of
trash.
They have a lot of no-name receivers.
He is trash. But I think, one of those receivers that could be popping up this year as a main receiver for that team is Kenny Britt. Kenny Britt's a damn good receiver, and I kind of like him. But the fact that he is in the AFC South does still kind of tick me off. But, Kenny Britt's a nice receiver. As Chris said, Chris Johnson can't run the ball on every play. Vince Young can't roll it out every other play. I mean, you got to find some consistency. Kenny Britt can't catch the ball all the time because he doesn't catch the ball all the time. He'll catch a really good pass, and the next one he'll be wide open and drop it. I mean, there's got to be some kind of consistency. But I have to tell you what, if there's one team that really doesn't belong in the top 15 or the top half, it's got to be the Tennessee Titans. They've got nothing on that team.
So we've talked about, pretty much the top 20 so far. We're gonna go, with one team, that's on that, on that bottom half of the power rankings. We're gonna talk about the Raiders. One of the writers for NFL.com, pretty much taking a good look at the Raiders, and he's saying, hey, look out for them. Look out for the Oakland Raiders. So, with having an Oakland Raider fan on the panel, Chris, what do you have to say?
The Raiders are going at least 7-9. I give them 7-9. That's possible. That's possible. I think we can split with the Chargers. If we play like we're supposed to play, we should be able to beat the Broncos and the Chiefs both times if they can really act like they want to play. And then as far as we play in the AFC South, I see us winning at least 3 of those games. We might lose to the Texans. They'll beat the other 2 teams. We have a chance to go 7-9. We have a good chance to go 8-8. Really, to tell you the truth. But if we can win 6 games, to me that's a success.
Would 8-8 win the division?
It can.
Possibly.
No.
It has before.
Possibly.
No. It has before.
Actually, I think so too, because really in that division, there's no team that kind of steps up and immediately becomes that favorite. I mean, the Chargers are a favorite every year because of the Chargers. They still have Phillip Rivers. They got Darren Sproles, but that's all they got.
Now they have Ryan Matthews.
With the addition of Jason Campbell now, he has, pretty much impressed a lot of people within the Raiders camp.
Yes, he has.
Well, that's because he impressed a lot of people because he came to work. He's coming to prove a lot of people wrong, so he does something he did not do in Washington. That is attend rookie camps. Remember, he is technically a rookie going into that Oakland Raiders system.
And he understands that.
And he understands it. But he has to prove people wrong. So you know what? Why not start by showing up something you've never done before and show up for rookie camp and OTAs?
Mind you, Jason Campbell, a lot of people give him a lot of grief for not putting up the astronomical stats as a lot of other NFL quarterbacks. But he's held his own pretty much throughout his career. I mean, mind you, he's had different offensive coordinators since college every year.
He's had what, 4?
Yeah,
4 offensive coordinators in the past 5 years.
Yeah. So mainly, for a player who has been put through like that much kind of I would call it stress and that much pressure, and to produce and put up at least decent numbers last 2 seasons with the Redskins. I mean, hell, I'd be very impressed. And I'd be very very nervous to be those other opponents outside the AFC West.
And considering you got to realize the Redskins line that Jason Campbell was behind was not that good.
Who?
His offensive line was not that good at all. He was still putting up respectable numbers.
He didn't score a lot of touchdowns, but he didn't turn the ball over.
No, he took a lot of sacks, though.
He took a lot of sacks, though, but I'd rather have him take a sack than just throw the ball up there and just hope for the best.
Most of his yards came from, dump off passes, though.
Yeah. I mean,
that's
he
okay.
has the
Look what running backs he can have
Santana Moss was his deep threat.
I mean, he's going to have more than one deep threat. It just depends on if they catch that bitch. Cause, I mean, you got two people that's running 4-2s.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if they catch it,
you got it. They can catch?
I'm saying, but it's still a deep threat. I mean, you can stretch the defense like that. I mean, we got one of the best tight ends in Zach Miller coming across the middle. So, I mean, we're pretty good there. And
Lewis Murphy is respectable, man.
Yes, he is. He is very
I'll give
mind you.
I earned fantasy points from him.
Hey, mind you, I mean, they don't have, doesn't have to send his receivers on 9 routes or go routes or anything like that. They can run those bubble screens. Bubble screens are real popular anyway. So if Hayward Bay can actually catch one, and get in the open room, then who knows, he could be putting up those 1,000-yard seasons.
So 2 other things real quick. First being the cables, what it says, cables to-do list for the Raiders. 4 things. Consistent play with confidence, win the takeaway giveaway battle, stop big plays on defense, and improve the passing game.
So, I mean, really and truly, with Jason Campbell coming, they've already improved that passing game.
Just that O-line. Still don't know yet.
Well, Jamarcus Russell had a problem with that. I'm not saying that's why he sucked, because he sucked already. But Jason Campbell learned that he can play with a below average offensive line. Even if I think if the Raiders offensive line can hold a block for at least 3 seconds, that's just enough time for Jason Campbell to get rid of the ball.
So, and right now you have 5 quarterbacks on the roster. So you have Jason Campbell, Jamarcus Russell, Bruce Gradkowski, Kyle Bowler, Charlie Fry. If you have to have 3, which 2 are gone?
Charlie Fry is going off top. The organization is still giving Jamarcus Russell a chance to play. I mean, he's actually out there. So, I mean, if he shows that he really wants to play, more likely to keep him. So I'll probably say Charlie Fry and Kyle Bowler probably be the first 2 off.
Yeah.
Cleveland.
Mind you, Jamarcus Russell still hasn't showed up for minicamp. I mean, there's nothing wrong with not showing up. But
he's there.
He's there.
He's there.
I heard he wasn't showing. I mean, he's there, but
he
ain't showed up.
He is out. I got photos right now.
He's out there.
No, get what I'm saying.
I feel what you're saying now.
Get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He hadn't showed up. I mean, playing wise.
The fact is that he's out there, and that's all they wanted him to do, really. They wanted him to get out there and just learn. Even if it's sitting behind Jason Campbell, the fact that he's out there trying to learn or showing that he's willing to learn, they're going to keep him.
But he only showed up after people were getting on to him on talk shows.
They've been getting on his ass his whole career.
JB?
And he still waits.
It's mainly, I don't know. I think it's mainly the fact with Jamarcus Russell. He actually has a veteran quarterback that he feels that can possibly help him out. I mean, it's unfortunate that he didn't really learn anything while Jeff Garcia was out there.
It is.
But I mean, because
they dumped Jeff Garcia.
Yeah, I mean, even though the Raiders dumped him before he can actually teach him anything, but Jamarcus Russell, he still has a lot to learn. From what I heard, they said he's coming pretty good shape. He's lost a little bit of weight, but he still has to work. He still has to work to get some of that weight down and keep it down. But as far as the Raiders, as far as Chris saying that they have a legitimate chance to win at least 3 division games. I mean, hell, you could win 4 division games and still be in the playoffs. At 7-9, he can win 4 of those 7 wins could be division wins, and they could probably still get in as a wild card. So you never know. Chargers won the division at 8-8.
And if them bastards, if anybody in that division goes 7-9 and has to host a playoff game, I'm gonna be pissed.
It'll happen.
Yep.
Shout out. Thumbs down. On the range. Stay tuned.